What is going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and as all of you know by now, we did receive the patch notes for Phase 2 of the PTS that did begin today. I will be bringing you multiple videos going over a lot of different things. However, I wanted to make a standalone video on one very important detail that is going to affect every single person that plays the game. It has to do with your recalibration library and the cost of optimization. Now you can see the game did say the following: optimization can no longer be done up to a value higher than the value stored in the player's recalibration library. Now I will show you exactly what they mean when they say that, and you can also see that optimization upgrade steps have changed. The player will no longer pay the full price for an incomplete optimization step. They then go on to give us an example as far as the new price is concerned. They say that the user has a 10% damage in the library and is trying to optimize an SMG that currently has a 9.7% SMG damage on it. Since the highest value in the player's library is 10%, they will only be able to upgrade by 0.3% and will only pay the material price for the 0.3% portion instead of paying the full price of an upgraded step. Now I don't know about you, but that is a change I've wanted to see in the game for a very long time, because there's certain things I will not upgrade just because of principle. Like if I have something that's sitting at 11.9% and the max is 12, the cost of resources it takes to actually upgrade that 0.1% is just not worth it in my opinion. But now they are making the change, I will finally be able to max everything out. And of course my OCD wants to see everything maxed out, but we also know in this game that you can rip through those resources very quickly, which means you're going to have to determine what you want to spec into and what you want to wait on. But this change is definitely going to help us out, and as always, my fellow agents, if you have questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know and I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. One comment many of you have sent the channel is, how is this going to affect my builds in the future? And for some of you it may not, if you already have your recalibration library completely maxed out. However, for those of you out there like myself who maybe never made that a priority, you're only going to be able to optimize something to the percentage that you have in your library. So for instance, if your max crit hit damage in your SMG library is sitting at 8%, that means that is going to be your cap when it comes to optimizing an SMG with crit hit damage, which simply means you are going to want to farm for SMGs until you find one that has that maxed out 12% crit hit damage. You will then go to your library, extract that into your library, and as I said before, my fellow agents, this is something you definitely want to make a priority. Now for those of you out there who are new or just returning to the game and you're unsure how can you actually tell in your recalibration library what you need to max out, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough. So anytime you pick up a piece of loot in the game, you are going to see that item's core attributes, and you will also notice either an orange or a white triangle. Now the orange one is going to indicate an attribute that is fully maxed out in your library, and the white one is going to show you where the attribute is currently sitting if it is not maxed out. And obviously I want to show you an example really quick. To do so, we are going to go to the recalibration library, and one thing I recommend for any of you out there who do not have certain things maxed out, you definitely want to take some time and make that a priority. Now one of the best things about this page is you can see there is a clear indication when you have a category that can actually be improved. So when we look at the marksman rifles, you can see on screen there is a green arrow, and that is the game telling me, hey, you know what, you've got something better here that can improve your library. You definitely want to check it out. So that is what I'm going to do. Now if you notice, I do have 12 out of 12 attributes in this library, but you can also see that I only have 4 out of the 12 attributes fully maxed out, and I need to make this a priority because, as I said earlier, the recalibration library is going to directly coincide with your ability to fully optimize weapons or gear in the game. You definitely want to jump on this, my friends, and like I said before, if you have any other questions, please let me know. Now there are two things I want to mention as I start to wrap this up. First of all, for those of you out there who are wondering what is the best way to farm for loot to max out that recalibration library, thankfully the answer is simple. You want to play Countdown, as that is going to be easily the most efficient way to farm in the game. And secondly, some of you have reached out to the channel asking me to put together a beginner's guide in regard to recalibration, optimization, all of those things, and I will do that for you, my friends. However, I am going to wait until Project Resolve goes live, which should be on or around February 6th, as we are going to see a major change in what the screen looks like, and I want to make sure I bring you the most up-to-date info. With all that being said, my friends, I'm going to start to wrap this up. Now I will be bringing you another video either later tonight or tomorrow. We are going to talk about the new exotics. There are also some exclusive items jumping into the game. We will go over how you're going to get those. And as I always mention, mentioned to you. If you have any other questions, please let me know in the comments section down below. Now, most of you know we do have giveaways. The current one is for an Xbox Series S. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced April 4th of this year. On that note, I want to thank you all for your incredible support of this channel. I sincerely appreciate the privilege of your time, and as I mention at the end of every one of these, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.